Welcome back, Guardians, to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I'm Scott, you're at the ScottSpot channel. Okay, so we just left Remium Temple after finding out Belgemine was an Unsent, which is where she lives, but we were only able to fight the first 5 Aeon battles because there are more we have yet to discover along the path. So anyway, we've got some other odds and ends to take care of in this episode. So, let's just go. You can't get back up where we came, even though that's where I need to go next. So go ahead and grab this chocobo feather and jump down. Now, running to the southeast corner earlier was kind of a waste of time because we could have just ran over here to get the, with our chocobo, to get the 2 chests that had the 5,000 and the 10,000 gil inside. But alas. So now I'm going to ride my chocobo all the way back around to the entrance of the Macalania Woods because there's something we can do at the Macalania Woods with an item that we found. I want to say that there is a way to hitchhike on a chocobo that, or a chocobo rider that runs by, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to be quoted on that. There's the exit, the place where we began. Looks like our chocobo picked a nice spot to wait, right up against the cliff. Now you may wonder what we're doing here, and remember the cloudy mirror we got under the under the Remium Temple for the chocobo race? Well, we can actually do something with that back here. So, let me just make sure there's no one back at the campsite. Because I just remember there's a little sub-quest to this, if I remember correctly. It's not as simple as going to where we need to be. Okay, nobody's back here. I bet you didn't think we'd be coming back to the Macalania Woods this soon, huh? Unfortunately, there's no intense make-out sessions this time. Maybe next time, though. I wonder why the crystal tree noises didn't start until we got back to this spot. Okay, these are the people we're interested in. I'm supposed to meet my husband here, but he hasn't shown up for the longest time. I hope nothing bad has happened. He's so forgetful. Maybe he's just forgotten our meeting place. Alright, what does the kid say? I'm supposed to meet my dad here, but he's late. Oh no, maybe he forgot where we're supposed to meet. My dad forgets a lot of things. Okay, so where's the dad? That is the question of the day. If I remember correctly, he's at the northern end of the woods, so we're actually going to use this starry shortcut to get where we need to go. I'm not sure that I showed this off when we were here before. I can't rightly remember. So the good thing about this starry path is it goes right above the main part of the woods, and there is no way to run into any enemies here. What's this girl doing? It's easier to get to Macalania Temple now that this road's open again. And this road never even made any sense to me. Like, what is it made out of? It's like some Milky Way shit. Okay. This is over the northern part of the woods. But thank God for this shortcut, because imagine if you had to run through the actual woods every time. Alright. Okay, where is this guy? I could have sworn he was supposed to be in this part of the woods. Is he not? I guess not. He might be at the campsite, but let me check this spring real quick. Oh boy, this is a freaking disaster if I'm right. Because I thought about going back to the campsite, but I was like, no, he wouldn't be that close by. But I remember the campsite being involved in this side quest somehow, if I remember correctly. Which I may not. Okay, he's not here, so it must be at the campsite. Sorry for leading you guys astray. I'm a man, so I get lost sometimes. But yeah, instead of showing you that, I'm just going to cut back there. We're now at the campsite. And there's this random man that wasn't here before, so it must be him. I'm supposed to meet my family here, but they're nowhere in sight. They hope you find them. No, they were waiting over there. What? Really? Thanks, kid. Idiot. Let's follow him. Seriously, though. Like, how did they get the meeting spot that wrong? I would hope that they know the woods well enough in the first place to be able to decide a spot to meet in the woods. And why did they even split up? Were they like foraging for food or what? Okay, let's see the reunion. Alright, there's Mom and Dad, but where's the kid? I finally met up with my husband thanks to your help. I can't thank you enough. Okay? But my son went off into the woods before my husband came. Well, where the hell did he go? I don't know what to do. Why did you let your son run off? You guys suck. Okay, what about the dad? I was reunited with my wife thanks to all of you. But now my boy's missing. He went into the woods alone. I guess he went looking for me since I was late. Better find him before the fiends do. Oh my gosh. They sure are like standing in one place and not really panicking as much as you might think they would, considering that they're kids in some fiend-infested woods. Alright, it would be funny if the mom went missing next, but I don't think that's the case. Alright, this side trail that the woman was blocking earlier is now... she has left. And it looks like the sun's up here. It feels like there's something around here, doesn't it? Yeah, there's definitely something around here. I wonder what it could be. Use the cloudy mirror? I don't know what makes Tidus think using the cloudy mirror is the thing to do here, but let's do it. Doesn't really look like a mirror, does it? Whoa, that was a weird flash. Obtain the celestial mirror. Alright, that's a key item. You found my dad. Thanks a bunch. Oh, and here they come. They didn't even give us anything. I don't know why they had that family sub-quest involved with this, but now that we have the celestial mirror, so we can't do anything yet, but if we bring any of the celestial weapons back here, we can use the crests and sigils to power them up, which is nice. Alright, but with that said, that's all we came here for. So now I'm going to go get the first celestial weapon, and it'll be Tidus's. You remember that gorge that we went down into after we trained the chocobo that got unblocked? That I said we couldn't do anything until later? Well, the celestial mirror was what we needed to go get it. So, I'm going to go to that gorge and I will cut and just meet you guys there, alright? Okay, I'm now at the bottom of that gorge that the guy was blocking, and unfortunately I had to beat the chocobo racer trainer lady in another race in order to get that guy to move again, because apparently he went back, which is annoying. But we are now at the place where I need to be, so this celestial mirror will allow us to activate this glyph. Celestial mirror seems to react. Well, hot diggity dog. Let's use it. Did it even change appearances at all? Alright, well that seems to have created some kind of spontaneous hole in the wall. And that is the Caladbolg, which is apparently some kind of famous Irish sword that's rumored to have once cut the Emerald Hills to pieces. Neat! Tidus' weapon is actually pretty useful. But one thing I haven't pointed out about the celestial weapons yet is that they all come with a severe handicap. That is, no special abilities and the no AP ability attached to them, which means you don't get AP from battles. However, there's a way to power the celestial weapons up. You need the respective crest and sigil for each weapon to power it up. We already have the sun's sigil, but we don't have the sun's crest, so we can't do anything about it right now. Anyway, now that we have the celestial mirror, we can also open that chest we got at the monster arena. So I'm going to meet you back there, okay? Oh, before that though, I was able to do a few more moves on the sphere grid. Nothing really happened with Waka. Orin is getting close to the end of his grid, which is right there, the Sentinel. But he also has this side path that he's going to have to get through eventually. That'll take a level 3 key sphere to get this Entrust ability. There's a luck note up there too. Yuna is getting close to the end of her grid. Kimahri was finally able to get rid of the level 3 lock that was right here with this the level 3 key sphere we won from the Chocobo trainer, and he has now broken into Tidus' grid. He even learned Tidus' final ability, Quick Hit, which lets him spend an exorbitant amount of MP to do a regular attack that just freaking has a high recovery time. In the original version, it was a really cool ability, but they nerfed it in this one to cost a lot more MP. But now that he's in Tidus' grid, he's going to work backwards and learn all of Tidus' moves and hopefully get some more strength. Riku had to pass this level 4 lock that leads into Yuna's grid, but she would have had to use 4 level 4 key spheres and a level 3 key sphere to break into Yuna's grid. Not that we wanted her to. And it would have taken 3 level 4 key spheres just to get this full life ability, which not even Yuna has. I think that's like towards the beginning of her grid, honestly. Wait, no, this is part of Riku's grid, isn't it? Interesting. Lulu's still stuck at this level 3 lock and level 4 lock, so we'll have to wait till we get more key spheres, but we do want to get her that double cast ability eventually. Nothing special really about Tidus. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this sphere grid. Anyway, I'll meet you at the monster arena. Okay, here we are at the monster arena, and before I open this chest with the celestial mirror, let's go ahead and try our hand again at the Chimerageist battle. I think I've come up with some kind of strategy that we might be able to actually beat it at this point with. Of course, if you wait until later in the game when you're more leveled, have some more abilities at your disposal, this will be even easier. So it costs us 6,000 gil, which isn't much compared to what we actually have at this point. The only preparations you really need for this battle is to go into it with Tidus, Yuna, and Auron as your default party. You also want to make sure Auron and Wakka have their overdrives charged, but it would also help if Tidus had his charged, but I don't think that's necessarily necessary. Open up with Heiska to get Yuna, Auron, and Tidus sped up, which it'll all be helpful. The first thing you want Yuna to do is to cast Nulltide, because that'll help us defend against its Aqua Breath attack. Okay, so let's go ahead and have Auron bring back Yuna. So it used a regular attack, and this guy actually has a pattern. Its first attack is always random, but then it follows a pattern. It goes Megiddo Flame, Blizzara or Thundara, then a regular attack, and then Aqua Breath. So because it just used a regular attack, we know its next move is going to be Aqua Breath, which is good to know. After Tidus has used Heiska, go ahead and switch him out with one of your throwaway characters. I would recommend Kimahri or Riku. First thing you want to do with them is use their usability and find a light curtain and use that on Auron. This will put Protect on him. You could wait until Yuna's next turn, but that's just a waste. So go ahead and use Auron's first turn to use Banishing Blade. Because this guy, you can inflict armor break on him, but he has a 50% immunity, but Banishing Blade has a 100% inflict rate. So let's go ahead and put armor break on him. This is why you needed to charge Auron's overdrive beforehand. Up, L1, down, R1. And this will put armor break on him. And unfortunately, I do fully expect the next attack, Aqua Breath, to kill Yuna and Riku, unfortunately. No matter though. Oh wow, Yuna actually survived. I'm impressed. So let's bring Lulu in and have her use a Phoenix Down on Yuna. And I didn't see if this guy's going to get another turn or not, but if he does, it'll be Megiddo Flame. Oh man. Who's it going to be on? On Auron. Okay, good. That's actually who I wanted it to be on. So, since Auron is going to have another turn before the boss gets to attack again, just go ahead and use a regular attack. And I'll explain why in just a second. So we know that now that since it just used Megiddo's Flame, its next attack is going to be Blizzara or Thundara. So I would recommend bringing in your other Use character and using Use, of course, and then use a Lunar Curtain on Auron as well to get Shell on him. That'll help protect him against any kind of dark forces. Alright, so now let's bring Wakka in. And I'm actually going to use a X Potion on Auron to heal him up some. It's not necessary, but in case the spell is used on him, we want him to survive. Auron's kind of the crux of everything that keeps us surviving this battle. So anytime it's Auron's last turn before the boss attacks, go ahead and use Special Guard, which will make him take damage for an ally. This gives you more of a fighting chance of not having to spend your whole battle reviving. It's Wakka's turn again, so since we don't really have another need to use anybody else, let's go ahead and use Attack Reels. This will deal out a huge amount of damage. 2 hits. 2 hits. 2 hits. Man, I'm always nervous, but I get it almost every time. And by the way, in case you're wondering, I think this guy has 120,000 HP. Another interesting thing about him is he's completely immune to all elemental attacks, which sucks. Once that's happened, go ahead and switch Tidus in. This is what we want our main party to be, but we might have to switch Yuna in every now and then. Go ahead and cast Haste on Waka. From here on, Tidus and Auron are going to be your main damage dealers. Tidus and Waka. If Auron is going to get to have 2 turns before the Chimerageist attacks again, he can attack then, but otherwise no. So, since Tidus has a spare turn now, let's go ahead and use Blitz Ace. It doesn't deal that much damage, but it is a good way to pack on some extra padding and get the fight over with a little bit faster. Here we go. Now see, he only does about 700 to 800 damage per strike, but his final strike does a fair bit of damage. Lulu's not in the party, but she's going to throw us our ball. Oh, I did better the last time. Alright, so it's a little bit stronger than one of his normal attacks. Now, I'm tempted to heal Tidus, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Actually, you know what? Let's bring Yuna in to replace Waka real quick. She's still her normal speed, isn't she? Oh well. Well, because its last attack... Wait, no. Its last attack was an elemental spell, so its next attack is going to be a regular attack, right? Okay, well, let's bring Waka back in that case. For the time being. And then Auron, make sure to guard with him, since it's his last turn before the boss attacks again. See, that would have finished Tidus off, but not this time. Okay, let's have Waka attack. Auron attack. No, wait, no, we want... No, it is okay, because we know his next attack is going to be Aqua Breath, so we're going to be able to defend against that. Attack. Attack. Waka, switch him out with Yuna. And then reapply Nulltide. White Magic, Nulltide. So, I think we pretty much got this in the bag. I don't expect any unforeseen difficulties at this point. Aqua Breath. By the way, if you have the means to inflict doom when you fight him, you could also do that, but we don't yet at this point. So its next attack is going to be Megiddo Flame. So I'm just going to have Auron attack. And really, we could use Null Blaze to defend against, or attack this guy, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Attack. I don't think we'll finish him this time, but it'll be close. Oh, man, a critical hit. That really helps. Guard again. I'm hoping that Auron will be able to survive this. Yeah, he will. Good. Alright, let's do... Maybe we can finish him this round. Yeah, nice. What a nice strategy, huh? Oh man, that's kind of scary, Waka. Alright, looks like we're ready to do some more Sphere Grid work. Oh wait, Tidus still needs another Sphere level. We got a Return Sphere and a Double Finder, which, let's see what that does. Double Header has Fire Strike and Ice Strike on it. That's useless. I actually tested that strategy against him once before I showed it off, and it seemed to work pretty well. And that time I got a Cerulean Bracer, which has Water Eater on it. I've heard that that guy is known for dropping armor with Elemental Eater abilities on it. So let's use this Save Sphere to heal up real quick. And, so yeah, we can beat the Chimerageist as soon as we encounter him. So let's go ahead and open this chest that we got for finding all the Calmlands monsters. The Celestial Mirror seems to react. Use it? Hell yeah. Oh, hey Yuna. Obtain the Nirvana, which is Yuna's celestial weapon. Kind of weird that it doesn't show you what it looks like though. But it too has the no AP ability on it. We have the Moon Crest, which I believe we got from the beach on Besaid way back at the beginning of the game, but we don't have the Moon Sigil yet, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Okay, so before continuing, I would recommend trying to have at least 206,000 gil. If you really want to go out, you can try to raise 615,000 gil, and that will allow you to later get a or 2 teleport spheres. But we're running out of time for that, and I don't know that I'm going to want to raise that much. I'll think about it though. But really, this is going to be the end for this video. It took longer than I thought it was going to do this part. But if you liked what you saw, please click the subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at TheScottSpot. In the next episode, we'll finally head to the end of the Calmlands, and we won't necessarily finish it. But we will continue the story. Man, lots of side quests going on here, huh? Again, Guardians, thanks. I'll catch you next time for more at TheScottSpot.